Welcome to this week's edition of K-Time Seminole Baseball fans. I'm Scott Kotick here at Hauser Stadium. This weekend, the Seminoles do return here to Tallahassee to take on Wake Forest. It's an especially important weekend simply because last weekend in Charlottesville against the Cavaliers was not good. It was the first time the Noles have been swept in more than 3 years. That gets us to our first storyline. First and foremost, bouncing back. Do the Seminoles come out with a little bit of fire in them after what happened last weekend? Virginia's pitching staff really did shut down Florida State. That's going to be the key this weekend. As hitters, they've learned from last weekend after facing maybe one of the best pitching staffs in the entire country in Virginia. That's the key this weekend in baseball. It's always about how you bounce back. There's always a new day in baseball. That's why it's one of the greatest games. You always get an opportunity to make your presence known and to get back on the horse when you do fall off. So that's going to be the big thing for Florida State this weekend. How do they bounce back against the Demon Deacons? The second one is Brandon Leibrandt. Last weekend it was a loss, but he did throw a complete game. 8 innings, didn't give up an earned run. That's 2 straight weekends. Leibrandt has looked very impressive. Remember, against Duke here at Hauser, looked equally as good. Well, against Virginia, even in a loss, looked even better. With Brandon Leibrandt pitching that well, hitting his spots, getting every single pitch working for strikes, that's spelling really good things. The Noles are going to need that throughout the rest of the season. And your third and final storyline is Military Appreciation Day on Saturday evening at 6 p.m. A great opportunity, Seminole fans. The first 1,000 fans will receive a free t-shirt as you come in the gate here at Hauser Stadium. Just a great opportunity to really recognize the special men and women that make our country so great and the armed forces that defend us on a daily basis. So come out to Hauser Stadium, support this great cause. Military Appreciation Day, Saturday at 6 p.m. That's it for this week's edition of K-Time Seminole Baseball fans. Remember to follow me on Twitter at Scott Kotick. Send me a message about what you think about this Florida State baseball season, what you want to know out of the season. A big weekend of baseball coming up. Remember, Military Appreciation Day on Saturday and a great series against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. That's it for this week's edition of K-Time. We'll see you back here next week.